Hello and greetings from Eastern Europe, my name is Cold Bear and this is my list of upcoming games similar to a classic isometric Fallout games in one way or another. Let's start with GAMEDEC. This is a single-player, non-combat cyberpunk RPG. You are a game detective who solves crimes inside virtual worlds. Use your wits to gather information from your witnesses and suspects, get to the bottom of deceptive schemes, save lives, and investigate the relationships between virtual worlds and their inhabitants. The game continually adapts to your choices and never judges. Here you are the sum of your choices. Sounds a bit like Disco Elysium, and that's a great thing. The timing for release is also good and a bit opportunistic. We are all waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 release, so the genre of cyberpunk is on a roll now. People will play anything cyberpunk related, especially while waiting for CD Projekt Red's game. GAMEDEC has nothing more in common with the famous title. It is actually an adaptation of a book by a Polish writer, Marcin Sergiusz Przybilek. I hope I pronounced the name right. When I learned how to spell it, it reminded me of this scene from famous Polish movie.
Name und Vorname?
Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Grzegorz.
Atom RPG, TRUDOGRAD. This Soviet Fallout Union game recently hit the early access, but when I tried it, I encountered almost no bugs or mistakes. Of course, the Soviet Union itself was a mistake, you know.
I was born in it, molded by it.
But the game is great. It is actually a sequel to an original Atom RPG, but I promise you that you can just jumpstart playing this one without any knowledge about the previous one if you have a will. You will miss a thing or two, but in general you might not even notice that. Although if you have played the prequel, you can import your character into this game. I would say that TRUDOGRAD looks like more interesting title than the first one, because the whole action is happening in a city, and cities of Soviet Union is the most interesting thing, because Wasteland in USA and Wasteland in Russia, it is almost the same. Desert everywhere, and radioactive spiders are trying to cook you for their lunch. So the city life of post-apocalyptic Soviet Union is the shit you actually want, I promise you that. Writing in this game is also very original. Many characters will sound like they have some form of mental disease. That is crazy.
Pun intended.
If you are interested, I have a full review of this game on my channel, check it out. PROMETHEUS WEPT. This is a party and action, turn-based RPG set in a near-future, post-technology Earth. The game offers squad-level combat, meaningful choices, deep character progression, and an advanced crafting system. In the near future, the sudden corruption of the technology happened in less than a day by an incredibly potent virus which affected everything from the smart kettle in your home to automated agriculture and transport systems. That is terrible. I couldn't help myself but imagine someone rich being eaten by a smart toilet. So, generations of chaos, widespread loss of life, and fragmenting of nations into insular city-states. Everything sounds good, but the looks have to become way more better if they hope to catch anyone's attention. Because, you know,
It looks like garbage.
I know that this is pre-alpha, but in this instance it is better to not show unfinished work. Although we play such games not for the graphics, right? And I hope that they will upgrade visual part anyway. Death Trash. This is a semi-open world, single-player role-playing game with handcrafted levels, a grotesque story campaign, and optional split-screen co-op. The game features real-time gameplay with ranged and melee combat, stealth, multiple-choice dialogue, an inventory full of items, a crafting system, and social skills like pickpocketing and puking. Here you will travel in the gritty post-apocalyptic wasteland and explore hand-painted organic locations, meet exciting characters, talk to the flesh kraken, visit the puke bar, or pickpocket stuff from that old naked guy. Steal his vodka or his tiger. Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to steal his tiger?
I don't know, too much vodka, I guess. So here you will customize your own character through stats and making choices, experience the story and discover side quests, fight against machines and sentient creepy monsters, or become their friend. It's up to you. Wasteland 3. First Wasteland game released in 1988 is a literal predecessor of Fallout. Wasteland 2 was released 26 years later, in 2014. It seems that we don't have to wait another 26 years for the sequel. Wasteland 3 will be released this year on August 28th.
It only took 6 years.
Yeah, that is fortunate. Wasteland 3 is a party-based role-playing game with a focus on strategic combat and complex story. This time game will include environmental dangers, more fluid action system, vehicles, and also will support co-op mode. Game's story will be set in the lands of frozen state of Colorado. I'm pretty sure that if you're not American, you have no idea where Colorado is, so there is a map for you. See, watching Cold Bear equals more wisdom for you. And now it's the time where you can consider subscribing for more cool videos, press like or even decide to become my patron on Patreon. Crafting these videos is a hard time-consuming work and it is made possible by amazing people who decided to support me. If you think about joining them, you will find a link in the description below. Even $1 a month is amazing help. And now have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.